Hey everyone, this is Laura Larsen Organizing, and today I'm gonna share with you something really exciting, and I hold it in my hands, and it is my book, in German and in English. And I can't believe that I'm sitting here and telling you that I wrote a book. First of all, I could ever think about that I'm gonna sit here and talk into a camera. But also, I never would have thought that while talking to the camera, I'm talking about the book I wrote on my own. And this has been so quick and so intense as one day before New Year's, I decided that I'm gonna write this book, and my deadline was March 10th. So the 1st of January, we drove home from our small vacation on the sea, and on the 2nd of January, I was sitting down every morning for an hour and wrote down one chapter. So basically on January 18th, my book was finished with its 17 chapters. And with then a lot of rewriting, restructuring, and a lot of feedback, now on March 10th, I was able to hand in my book and now hold it here in my hand. And I'm super excited to share this with you, as I actually never would have thought about writing a book. But also at one point, I just felt like I have this story inside of me which just wants to come out, which is partly the content of the book, but also it's that I found myself giving a few tips and things that are important to me about my work over and over again to different clients on workshops. So at one point I was like, I just have to write it down to make it available for everyone. So this is how my book was born. It's called How Organizing Your Outer World Brings You Inner Clarity and Fulfillment, or in German, durch äußere Ordnung zu innerer Erfüllung. And it's basically about the core of my work. So organizing for me is not just about the organizing itself. I mean, I love tidying, and I write about it in the book, how as a small kid I always loved organizing and how I kind of lost it doing my way and found it back and became a professional organizer. But also it's about how I found the true passion behind it, and that is not just the tidying up and the organizing in the outside. It's what this process of organizing and kind of reconnecting with yourself does to your inner world. Because when you start organizing and ask yourself what really makes you happy, if you want to keep every single item, you somehow train this muscle within you of being able to decide what you want in your life and what not, until at one point you're able to kind of use that muscle for way bigger decisions in your life. Like, do I like to live here? Do I like my job? Or am I happy in general in life? So the organizing is like almost kind of a therapy to your inner self. And that's what I love most about it. And also that's what I love most about with working with my clients. It's not just the organizing with them and helping them to get their apartment or their home organized and tidy. It's also to watch them find themselves back and kind of reconnect with their dreams, and like just how they grow during the process and end as a totally different person as when we started working. And this is what I want to write in this book and share with you. And also I want you to read in this video 2 chapters of this book. So I hope you stay with me. And as I said, it's called How Organizing Your Outer World Brings You Inner Clarity and Fulfillment. And I'm starting at the beginning with chapter 1. Sarah's story. I will never forget one of my first clients as a tidying consultant. Her name is Sarah. We met for our first consultation at her home. I enjoy this, as it gives me a chance to get to know my clients, their lives and their goals, and explain the tidying process to them before we begin. Sarah was sitting on the other side of the couch from me. We'd covered all the introductory topics, and she and I were ready to get started. Towards the end of our conversation, I asked her the most important question of all. What is your vision for your dream home? What do you want the result of your tidying journey to be? What do you wish for? And as most people find it difficult to answer this question, I asked them to describe their perfect day in this dream home with as much detail as possible. To try and make it easier for them to express their wishes and desires, I encourage them to imagine there's a fairy with her magic wand who makes everything possible. Sarah hesitated. Well, I wake up around 7:30 in the morning and feel good and well rested. I look around my bedroom and it's bright. My dressers and tables are clear of clutter. What would I do then? First I slip in my cozy slippers, which are right in front of the bed, and go to the bathroom where I get ready for the day. I would be able to take more time with my favorite products for my skincare routine. Then I might go down to the kitchen and have a healthy breakfast. The overnight oats that I made the night before. And then I do some shopping. I'm sure I have appointments. My grandchildren will probably be there, or I have to pick them up or take them somewhere. And well, then I have to clean the house and do a few other things. And stop, Sarah, I interrupted her. You're not supposed to describe your everyday life to me, but your dream day. Try it again. Try to think freely. Even more hesitantly than before, she said, okay. So I wake up, and she didn't go any further. She swallowed and looked down at the floor. Tears ran down her cheeks. Despite the magic fairy, it only took Sarah 2 minutes to describe her ideal day to me before she immediately slipped back into her everyday life. I don't know what my dream day could look like. No one has ever asked me that, and I haven't asked myself either. I don't know if I've ever tried to imagine it. I went over to her and hugged her. Hey Sarah, that's okay. That's exactly why I'm here. That's exactly why we're starting this tidying journey together. Let's begin with the ideas you've already envisioned for your dream day. It's time you organize your outer world for you to find inner clarity and fulfillment, your dreams and wishes. Second chapter. The search for inner clarity and fulfillment. How about you? Could you answer that question? Could you describe a day in your ideal life? Or do you feel like Sarah? You don't know what you want, what you wish for, or perhaps even what you're allowed to wish for. You don't think about how you can achieve your goals or realize your dreams. You don't allow yourself to question your current life and everything you do. All you know is that being happy should somehow feel different. If you met a fairy in the forest, the sheer abundance of possibilities would leave you so overwhelmed that even the fairy would turn around and say, I'll come back later, sensing your uncertainty about what to wish for. Sarah desperately needed this journey of self-discovery. Through the tidying process, her home underwent a visible transformation, but it was the shifts within her inner world that truly began to reshape her life. You might wonder, how does organizing and tidying connect to the self-discovery and your inner world? Let's start with defining your inner world. Put simply, it is everything that is not your outer world, everything immaterial or intangible, your values, emotions, aspirations, thoughts, and matters of the heart. It also includes your friendships, your partnerships, your mental and physical health, the driving force behind your work, and much more. I believe it is far more important and valuable to bring order and clarity to this inner world rather than solely focusing on the material aspects of your outer world, such as possessions, finances, or social media presence. If you feel like Sarah, there's no reason to despair. In this book, I will show you how you can find your way back to those things in your inner world that inspire your wishes and dreams by tidying up your outer world. This book is not a how-to guide to tidying up and organizing. There's enough material already available to support those efforts. This book starts one step before you start tidying, and it's intended to show you what you can gain both inside and out through this process of tidying and organizing. But who am I? Why should you trust me when I tell you how tidying brings you closer to your inner self? As a tidying consultant, this is my passion, and I bring the results of many clients to the table. However, my experience goes deeper than just education and client experience. I trust the journey, and I can passionately share it with you because it was my own. Like Sarah, a few years ago, I couldn't picture my perfect day or any dream at all. I felt stuck in my everyday life, not knowing what I wanted to change, whether I could or not. I felt lost. I had lost access to myself and my dreams. So I embarked on this journey for myself. Let me tell you about it. Where does the journey begin? Right, at the beginning, when I was born. No, I won't go back that far, but I still want to tell you my story from the beginning, and I hope you join me. So these are the first 2 chapters, and I hope this helped you to get an idea of what contains the book for you. And along the book further, I'm going to share my own journey and how I found my way back through tidying, but also to myself. And also I'm gonna clean up with a lot of excuses why you should not organize, or why you think you don't have time to organize, or organizing is minimalism and you don't want to be a minimalist, or it's not sustainable to just throw everything away that you don't like. So I'm gonna clean up with a lot of these misunderstandings and your inner world and how to connect with your inner world. And yeah, I was myself so happy when through organizing I found the way back to me, that I just couldn't sit there and not share it with everyone else, to be able to find the same inner fulfillment and happiness. So the result I'm holding in my hands, I'm myself really proud of it, and I hope you're gonna like it as well. And it's available in Germany as anywhere else in the world, in German and in English. And you find all the links also on my website, or also I put it in the comments below. And yeah, I'm super curious what you think, and I hope you're gonna like it. And yeah, until you read the book, happy organizing.